today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Denver Broncos.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were...
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Broncos first down.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Formation for the Broncos.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think, gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
it whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll set up to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
At the 30.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Wentz's pass.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, I'm sure you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Intended for Albert.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Complete to J.J.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Denver's offense ready to go again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
2nd and 3. Out quickly to Judy. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Broncos.
Now Gordon on first down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Number 25,
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
brought him down. A gain of
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
For Jerry Jeudy.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
The 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Thrown away. And
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This from 44 yards away. The kick by McManus is good.
His kick is
And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0.
3. Eagles, nothing.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Hightower on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Complete to number
Facing
3.
a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Brings up second and 10.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is Hamler on the receiving end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Malik Jackson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Gordon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 32-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
6. Eagles nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
25-yard line.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right now.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz. And this one's incomplete.
Wentz's pass.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
The pass.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4.
He was brought down by Ball.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and
Now Wentz.
at the 29.
It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
13 on the play.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Gordon. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Melvin Gordon, the Bronco ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Brings second and 15. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He completes this to Sutton.
The pass.
And he goes out right around the 39. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Brought in left side by Snead.
At the 35-yard line.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
45-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now Wentz again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now Wentz on third down. 4 yards the gain. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward.
Now 2nd and 10.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A final shot before half for Wentz. He uncorks it for Snead. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Wentz to throw again. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the 1st half, trying to slow them down. But now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is fielded at the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now at first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
From the 36, Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Good for an Eagles.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Number 38, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Denver.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It is good. That gives us a scoreline you don't see too often. It's 13-2 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Brandon McManus.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 1st down, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Wentz's pass.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
1st down.
On play action, Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
The Eagles send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense. Oh, man, can't do that.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down. Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. But the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor. On
2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And And that's off the mark, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Now Wentz finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Broncos will take over on downs. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Melvin Gordon.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy.
The pass.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
A gain of 7.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
And 8 at the Eagles' 36-yard line.
And fights through one man. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Derek Barnett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
36-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Working from the gun, Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That's good for an Eagle.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it.
Wentz's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 49-yard line.
Now Wentz again, and that is incomplete.
Intended for
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 4. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Wentz now on 1st down. And quickly finding Rager.
Wentz's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Fighting to stay up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Timmy Jernigan in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. Only a couple yards there. That's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Elliott is good.
The kick is...
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 13, Eagles 5.
All right, So they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. A pass there complete to Sutton. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete.
The pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. He was 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down. Defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Broncos, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile,